Hi there, this is just a quick demonstration of the SynthiMuse in analog mode. The standard SynthiMuse just comes with digital outputs, MIDI and USB MIDI, but this is a variant of it that has 1 volt per octave output for frequency and velocity, or pitch and velocity. So I'm just going to demonstrate it driving this old ARP 2600 of mine, which struggles to stay in tune. But now that I've got such accurate DACs on this, I'll be able to use SynthiMuse to calibrate my ARP 2600, which hasn't been tuned in like 12 years. So I've just got a little sequence running here that I can demonstrate to you. And this is this is playing one of the loops that I've created on the SynthiMuse just in the last few minutes. It just creates loops forever and ever, and they're often really nice. So, but we've also got it driving the piano as well, so it's quite nice if you play the loop on the 2600 and fade in the piano. So I'll do that just now. Which is a nice mix. So I should probably tell you what's going on with the SynthiMuse. So the standard SynthiMuse has MIDI DIN input and output. It has USB MIDI. It's got an audio input, so you can use it to trigger the notes of the SynthiMuse. And it's also got a little microphone port on the back here. Added onto the standard SynthiMuse is there are these 4 sockets on the back, which are driven by super high quality 16-bit DAC converters, and they give a really nice accurate drive to your analog synthesizer. It's got 1 volt per octave frequency, trig and velocity and gate. So for the 2600 it's easiest for us to use the gate output. So I'll plug it back in, and as I say, that was playing in a loop mode. And so we'll put it onto live mode, and you can see we can start playing around with it. So that's it set to doing nothing at all other than just playing a loop, just playing a standard note, but we're using the velocity output. We're using the velocity output to drive the filter, so if we change the offset on the velocity, we should be able to hear a change on the filter. And if we start getting to play melodies, randomize the notes. And what we can also do is use random velocity to add some accent onto the filter output, and it gives a nice variation on the sound created. So I'll let you hear that. And we can also use the gate time to set the gate time on the ADSR here. So I can shorten and lengthen the gate time, and you'll be able to hear the difference on the 2600. I've tried to get the third oscillator in tune with the first. How it's going to sound, I don't know, but I'll fade it up anyway. And And I'll fade in the piano again. And we can store that general feel, we can store it to one of our 4 loops and play it back. And we'll go over to the second loop and see what that sounds like. Apologies, you can hear that VCO3 here is really out of tune, so I'll just stick to VCO1 just now. It's the only one that plays in equal tempered scale. So now that we have a loop saved, we can play around with it, we can do variations on it, we can use the keyboard to offset it. So I'll plug in the MIDI from the keyboard, and we can use the keyboard to play around with the scales that we have, or the loops that we have. So if we set it to middle C, the loop's playing around middle C, but we can modulate it by using the keyboard. As long as we allow the keyboard to offset, as long as we use the keyboard to offset the pitch by flipping the switch. We'll go back onto live mode and start playing around with parameters again. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that little demonstration. It just shows that we've managed to get the SynthiMuse driving the analog outputs quite nicely. We can carry out all the other functions you're used to using with the SynthiMuse, but it's also got pitch and velocity at the back and a nice trigger and gate to use with your 3U systems or an old ARP 2600 if you've got one, and you can get it calibrated. So hope you've enjoyed this video.